Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to do more than just look at Jesus. Have you ever received nourishment by looking at food? I have not. It's like that scene from the movie Hook with Robin Williams. Williams is watching the Lost Boys eat invisible food like it's real. And yes, in the movie, their belief made the food real. But in real life, to experience nourishment, we need to eat the food. The same is true for our spiritual hunger. We can't merely acknowledge spiritual nutrition. We need to participate in it practically. But how? Jesus has the challenging answer in John chapter 6, beginning in verse 45. It is written in the prophets, and they will all be taught by God. Everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone has seen the Father, except he who is from God. He has seen the Father. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes has eternal life. I am the bread of life. Your fathers ate the manna in the wilderness, and they died. This is the bread that comes down from heaven, so that one may eat of it and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. If anyone eats of this bread, he will live forever. And the bread that I will give for the life of the world is my flesh. In verse 45, Jesus begins by restating what he said in verse 44, but in different terms. It is not purely your choice to come to God. God must call you and reveal the Son to you. God will teach, and you will understand. And by understanding who Jesus is, you finally get to know God. You see, saying that a person believes in God is nice, but ultimately meaningless. Think about it. God's thumbprint is everywhere. So people may acknowledge God's existence, but unless they go through Jesus, they don't really know God. And this knowing God is through believing in Jesus. It's not by works. It's not by acknowledging an eternal Creator. It's by, as Jesus puts it in verse 51, if anyone eats of this bread, he will live forever. Today, many people acknowledge God. They even acknowledge Jesus, or at least some kind of Jesus. But unless they eat or believe in the real Jesus, they simply don't know God. They are lost in their sin. They are trapped in the darkness. They cannot look at the bread of life and think to themselves, "Oh, yummy!" and then taking an intellectual bite. It just doesn't work. You see, people today try to get to God in their own way, but the result is death. These people were looking for an unlimited pass to the buffet instead of the pathway to God. They could say, "Jesus, you're cool. We like what you can do. We believe in you." But it wasn't saving faith. It was superficial. It was empty motion faith. That faith just doesn't save. It ultimately leads to death. Today, Jesus' offer of salvation is still good. His assessment of the world is still accurate. Religion won't save. Acknowledging God won't save. Going to church, saying your prayers, or posting about Jesus on social media will not earn you a ticket to heaven. Stop looking at Jesus. Instead, believe in Jesus. Your soul longs for peace with God. It's hungry. It's thirsty. Nothing will satisfy but a relationship with God through Jesus Christ. He is the bread of life. In Him there is life to the fullest. It is life forever, and it's available to you. All you need to do is believe.